Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren and I hope you're having a great Wednesday so far. I was kind of torn over what I wanted to vlog about today. You know, I have like a list and a schedule, but I'm sorry, I think I'm out of focus and I don't know why. Well, okay, well, whatever. If it's a little blurry, I apologize. I'm also sorry if like weird noises come from outside. Some of my neighbors are like redoing their roof, so it's lots of like, you know, banging around. Migraine experience so far, because it has been something that's been affecting my life for a while now, and it's just kind of been like at the forefront of my mind recently. Just want to put a little side note out there. I'm going to talk about some of my medications in this video, but please do not like try to find these or buy these or anything, you know, by yourself. Like, please wait for a doctor to prescribe something for you, because I'm getting side effects from them and they've been prescribed to me, so you really don't want to just take something because you don't know what's going to happen to it. So I supposedly, well, not supposedly, but according to my neurologist doctor guy, I am getting post-concussive migraines, and that, I guess, so just means that I'm getting migraines and they are happening after I got a concussion. Now, I got this concussion sophomore year, and I recall starting to get like these bad headaches not until like junior year. So it was like a long time after like my concussion that I started getting like really bad headaches and having a hard time with that. So I, don't really know if they're really from my concussion or not, but I don't really know if they're from my concussion or not, but at this point it doesn't really matter because I'm getting them. So, I have to deal with it. And at first I saw this neurologist a while ago, just kind of like checked in. It was hard to describe how I was feeling because like I could take ibuprofen or something and sometimes it would help, sometimes it wouldn't really help, and I felt like I was just kind of like stuck with the headaches, and like I would go to like my pediatrician, and she would like feel around and say where's it hurting, and I would try to say it's hurting like here or whatever, but at first I couldn't really locate the pain. I've since kind of recognized it's like really here, and there was a big period of time when I just always felt like I was frowning because there was just so much like pressure here, and I would like go to the mirror or look at my phone and like there would be nothing there. Like I wasn't frowning, but there was just all this pressure here. So a senior year, I ended up getting an MRI, and they were trying to see if there was anything there. And they thought maybe I had like sinusitis, which is like inflammation, but not like these sinuses, like up here. So, I'm not sure what they recommended for that. But then I was on these vitamins, like B2, and that did nothing at all. Like I took these vitamins and nothing was happening. And then I guess I just like went away to school. And I was just like, well, whatever. But they were not going away, and I got to kind of be like the point where I was having headaches, not necessarily like every day, but it'd be like 4 or 5 times a week, like on average. And once I got the headache, usually they started happening like early in the afternoon, but like once I got the headache, or I guess the migraine, then like they wouldn't go away all day. Like until I really went to sleep, like my head was gonna hurt, and I just got really used to it, honestly. It kind of made me look sort of tired, a little worn out, but like I did get used to there's like the constant pressure, the constant irritation, and that's horrible when I think about it, that I got used to that, because like you shouldn't have to deal with that in your daily life. And it would be frustrating, like if I wanted to hang out with my friends or do something that I might feel like kind of irritable because my head was bothering me, and like it happened all the time. Excuse me. Then in January, we went back to the neurologist who I had not seen for a while. I felt slightly bad about that because I'd just been at school. Excuse me, but even before that, I kind of was like, peace out, even though my headaches weren't solved, like they weren't gone. And, you know, he's a very friendly man, so he was like, he didn't, you know, bring it up that I hadn't seen him for a while. He said it'd been a while, but he wasn't like, where were you know? Oh, I forgot. While I was getting like these headaches and stuff, so at school I was concerned because I was getting headaches and my stomach was all over the place, so like I got blood work done and everything, and like no one could find a problem. So that's a good thing, like no problem's a good thing, but that's kind of why when like the doctor at school suggested that I should see a neurologist, and when I said, she said she could find one for me like in Philadelphia, but I said I already met a neurologist once, so she was like, try to see him over winter break. So that's why January I went to see my neurologist again. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab the medicines so I can talk about them and like hold them up and not totally, I'm gonna mess up their names, but I'll hopefully mess them up less. Okay, I'm back. So the first medicine he had me try, aha, here we go. Let's see how badly I can mispronounce this. Amitriptyline. Okay, that was great. So, I took this pill like at night, one a night. That's what I was supposed to do, and then if I wanted, I could increase it to 2 and potentially even 3. But first, I just did the 1, and I was pretty excited about like the side effect that I felt the most on this case because it was like making me drowsy. But it was just like right after it's drowsy yawn. Oh boy. Like after I took it, so I was taking it at night, and I have a horrible sleeping. This was great because I was more tired, I was falling asleep faster, and I tracked my sleep with my watch. So, you know, I was seeing that I was, you know, falling asleep sooner once I was trying, and I was having this like good motionless block, so I was like, great. And, you know, my headaches were, you know, diminishing in frequency. Instead of like 4 or 5 a week, I was really only having maybe like 2. Not like consistently, it wasn't like my Tuesday migraine, but, you know, it was less, but like that obviously wasn't enough, so I was like, okay, so it's obviously helping me. I'm going to go to 2 pills at night and see like what happens. And I was doing it for a couple weeks, and I was not having any headaches. I was really happy about that, but I couldn't really explain it. Like, I was happy, you know, about that, but at the same time, I was like crying all the time about like the most random things ever. And I just felt kind of like low and like not necessarily lousy, but like I just was not, you know, at like the top of my game, like mood wise. And I remember I was talking to my therapist, and you know, she was trying to figure out like, hey, is there anything you've done differently in the past couple weeks? Like, what have you changed that's like making your mood tank like this? And we eventually realized or came across the idea that it was my medicine. So I went back to the 1 pill. So I was back to having a couple of headaches, but my mood was back to what I consider my usual. Before finals, though, I, you know, with the encouragement of some other people, decided to go back onto the 2 pills because, sorry, it's my knee. I didn't want to like be in the middle of a final exam and all of a sudden get like a splitting migraine, because that's kind of like debilitating, and I didn't want my grades to. But I did once again experience like my mood shift, so that obviously was not going to work out. So after school finished up, you know, was in Wisconsin for a week, but then I came back. The week I came back, and I went to see my neurologist again, and, you know, I explained the whole mood thing, and it was kind of maybe ironic because, like, in high doses, the medicine I was taking was actually an antidepressant, but, you know, it was pro-depressing me in higher doses. So, yay, side effects, right? So this medicine was kicked to the curb, sort of. And she said I was going to try a new medicine. So the new medicine I tried was topiramate, which in high doses I think is for seizures, but in low doses it's for migraines. And by the way, these medicines are all preventative migraine medicine, so I don't take them when I'm already having one. I'm supposed to take it daily so that like they don't appear at all. And I can still take like ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever while on these medicines. Anyways, or anywho. So I started taking the topiramate and no headaches once again, migraine free. Now the reason I didn't start with this one originally was because he did say that a potential side effect is that your appetite could be diminished. And he said people do lose weight on this pill. I am so sorry that I'm yawning. I don't know why. It is the middle of the afternoon. Anyways. And I definitely did notice that I was eating less. And I started to eat less than I used to in high school, like anyways in college. But like I was eating just a lot less. Like there was foods that I've always been able to eat like a certain amount of this meal or whatever. And I just couldn't do it. And because I was eating less, then I was feeling like a little more tired. I was concerned. And then I got sick and, I had at first I'm not eating that much, but then my stomach was upset and I ended up like throwing up and it was not good. And I was concerned that like my stomach was kind of freaking out because I was eating less than I should be eating because I'm not at a unhealthy weight. So, like, eating less is bad for me. So that was concerning. So we called I switched back to the that medicine. The one that I did get some migraines on, but my appetite would hopefully come back. And I also did try, not at the same time, obviously, I also did try, like, cutting this pill in half. To make it small, but that really didn't do anything because it was just too small of a dose. So called the neurologist again, and I didn't even actually go in to see him again. I just kind of explained to the nurse my symptoms and what was going on, and he has now prescribed a third medicine for me, which is propranolol hydrochloride. I think I pronounced that sort of right. And once again, I take this at night. Unlike the other two, though, this one's not supposed to make me drowsy, I don't think. So hopefully my sleeping does not suffer again. These potential side effects are dizziness and lightheadedness, but I've only taken the pill twice so far, so I can't say if I'm experiencing any real effects from it yet. I kind of wanted to ultimately make this video because it's just super frustrating for me to be trying these different medicines and like hoping for the best, but at the same time, like there's all these side effects that I'm nervous about, and like I'm afraid, like I'm trying to be careful right now before I figure out how much this medicine's going to do, because I don't want to suddenly be doing something and then suddenly like feel super lightheaded or dizzy, and potentially get into some kind of an accident or something really bad could happen. And I'm also like thinking about that I'm pretty lucky that, my family has like health insurance and stuff, and that I'm able to be trying to get medicine for this. I hope that eventually I won't need the medicine, because it's unfortunate to think that I'll have to take like medicine like for the rest of my life. Like I'm 19, that's a lot of life I hope that is in front of me. But we'll just kind of have to see. Life is not all rainbows, unfortunately. There is that stuff like migraines or other kind of issues, illnesses that can really get in the way of the life we all want to live. And I think it's important to recognize we may all have some kind of thing. Like, I have migraines that I have to kind of try to figure out, and I'm trying to figure that out, you know, and I assume at least some of you guys have some kind of thing that you're trying to deal with as well. So, you know, even though it may not be the same thing as me, you know, we're all trying to figure out our lives together and, you know, find a way to improve and get to a point where you can be happy and not have to worry about something happening. Started all bubbly and it's really gotten more, or less bubbly. I'm sorry, I have a headache right now, to be honest. I was trying to paint and it just kind of popped in. So, you know, tell me in the comments, you know, if there's something you kind of are struggling with. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below so that you can see all my videos. And if you really want to see all my videos, hit the little bell icon. Get that notification. Whoop! Alright, I think that about wraps up this video. I hope it was sort of informative or interesting or something. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!